Assalamu alaikum and welcome to Math Camp. So in today's video we are going to continue with exercise 2.7 and I'm going to solve question number 5 and 6 in front of you all. So before starting my video, I would highly request you people to please like this video and subscribe to my channel and click the bell icon for the updates of my upcoming videos. Thank you. Now you can see question number 5 on my screen, that is 27 whole to n upon 3 multiplied by 8 whole minus n upon 3 divided by 18 whole m minus n upon 2. So in order to solve this question, firstly we have to expand all of these numbers. 27, we know 27, you have to keep this in your mind that whenever you are expanding any number, you have to observe the power or the fractional index which is outside the bracket. Keeping that in mind, you have to expand it accordingly. So if you are having 27, so here we know that 3 cube is 27, so we are going to expand this. 8 is actually the cube of 2 is 8. Then 18, whenever we will be taking out the LCM will be 2 is to 3 is to 3 whole minus n upon 2. Now if we just reduce it to the power, that will be 3 cube 2n upon 2 multiply by 2 cube minus n upon 3 divided by 2 into 3 square whole minus n upon 2. Then the next step will be we are going to multiply by the law of power for power. We are going to multiply the powers like this. It's upon your own choice if you use the brackets over here or not, because it does not matter much over here. We are going to separate both of the numbers. 2 minus n upon 2 multiply by 3 square into minus n upon 2. Then we are going to cancel the powers and we are going to get 3 raised to 2n multiply by 2 raised to minus n upon 2 minus n upon 2 multiply by 3 minus n. Moving on, that will be after cancelling and subtracting both, we are going to get this value. After that we are going to, because product of a power, the law of product of a power says that we can add both of these, like whenever we are having like terms we can add or subtract both of them. So both of the powers in the numerator are like terms, so we can add both of them, and similarly over here we can divide both of them. So this will be 3 raised to 3n divided by, this will be cancelled, so sorry, not this one, minus n will be cancelled, so 3n upon 2. So this is the answer for question number 5. Now here on my screen you can see question number 6. So to solve this question, we will be following a new step. It's a really simple step. For that you will be needing what will you do is that firstly, as I told you in my previous questions, in really earlier questions, I told you that whenever we are having same base but different indices, so we can subtract both of them. So we are going to arrange all the entire expression as a p minus q minus q minus p. Similarly, a q minus r. This goes upwards like this. Minus r minus q multiplied by a r minus p minus p minus r. Now you can multiply both of the powers which are inside the bracket and outside the bracket. So I can change the color so that it will be more prominent. Plus minus minus pq minus minus plus just a second. Firstly, we are going to multiply this p with q and then this p with p, then q with q and q with p. So minus pq, then plus minus minus p square, then minus minus plus q square, then minus minus plus pq. As in all the brackets the bases are same, that is a, so we can consider only one single a. I'm skipping one step over here, otherwise you can add on that step as well. Then q with r plus minus minus qr plus minus minus q square minus minus plus r square minus minus plus qr. Similarly, plus minus minus pr minus minus plus r square minus minus plus pr and minus minus plus r square. So p square, and this is rp. So we can cancel the opposite terms with each other, like minus pq can be cancelled with plus pq, minus p square can be cancelled with plus p square, then plus q square can be cancelled with minus q square, plus minus pr can be cancelled with plus pr, plus r square can be cancelled with minus r square, and plus qr can be cancelled with, this was q, can be cancelled with qr. So we have the answer is, because none of the powers are left, so the power will be 0, and whenever we are having the exponent 0, the entire number is turned into 1. So the answer for question number 6 is also 1. I hope that you people have understood these both of the questions, and I can again show you all the solutions. This was question 5. It started from here and then till here. Then question number 6 was this. I hope that you have, again I'm repeating that you have understood. I hope that you have understood the concepts, and if you have any queries you can write down in the comment section below. I can try my level best to clear all your concepts and doubts. And again I'm requesting you people to please subscribe to my channel and click the bell icon and share this video and like this video and spread the word. Thank you so much. Allah Hafiz, and stay tuned. Happy learning.